glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Chandra. All glories to Sri Chaitanya's pure eternal fame. All glories to all the servants of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the master of the worlds. All glory to the servants of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who are dear to all. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, who is the life of the worlds. He is Vishwambar. O Lord, please place your 2 lotus feet in my heart. All glory to Lord Chaitanya, who is the auspiciousness of the worlds. All glory to Lord Chaitanya's servants. All glory to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the life of Paramananda Puri, and who is the life's treasure of Sarup Damodar. All glory to Lord Chaitanya, who is so dear to Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, who is the heart of Jagadish and Gopinath. O Lord, please cast your glance of mercy on all the conditioned souls. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu enjoyed his blissful pastimes of Sankirtan with Lord Nityananda and all of the devotees of Navadvip. Now, please hear of the arrival of Sri Advaita Acharya. One day, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu was in his mood as the Supreme Lord, and he sweetly ordered Ramai Pandit. He said, "O Ramai, go to the home of Advaita Acharya and tell him I have come. Tell him that the person he worshipped, the person that he wept for and fasted for, has now come. I have descended to award devotional service, and he should come to me at once. And in a secluded and private place, tell him of Nitai's arrival. Tell him all you have seen. Tell him to come here at once and bring his wife and also bring offerings with which to worship me." Placing the Lord's order on his head and in his heart thinking, "Hari, Hari," Srivas Thakur's younger brother Ramai left at once for Shantipur, although he did not know the path to get there. Overcome with bliss in accepting Lord Chaitanya's order, somehow Ramai wandered to faraway Shantipur, and he found himself somehow directly in front of the home of Sri Advaita Acharya. He was filled with bliss. Ramai Pandit bowed down before Advaita Acharya, but he was unable to utter one word. Yet Advaita Acharya immediately knew everything, and he thought, the Lord's order for me has arrived. And upon seeing Ramai, Advaita Acharya smiled and said, "I know the order that you have brought for me." Ramai Pandit respectfully folded his hands and said, "You know everything. Please, come at once." Sri Advaita Acharya in ecstasy lost consciousness of his own body. Who can understand Advaita Acharya's deep pastimes? Although he knew everything, he nevertheless said, "Where is it said that the Supreme Personality of Godhead comes to stay amongst human beings? In what Shastra is it said that the Supreme Lord will descend to Nadia? Ramai well knew about Advaita Acharya's exalted nature, and he did not utter a word in a reply. He only smiled deep within his heart. Sri Advaita Acharya's nature is unfathomable. No one can understand it. Still, the saintly devotees can easily understand it, although the impious cannot. Advaita Acharya, peaceful at heart, again said, Tell me again, O Ramai Pandit, why have you come? Tell me the order that you carry. Ramai Pandit began weeping, and he replied, the person you had worshipped and wept for and fasted for has now come. He has come to give devotional service, and he has sent me to give you this order. Immediately come. Bring your wife and also bring proper offerings to worship me. And Lord Nityananda has already arrived, and he is a second form of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. He is also your very life. But you already know all of this. Do I need to tell you more? I am so fortunate, for I will see all of you together in one place. When Advaita Acharya heard these words from Ramai's mouth, he raised his arms and began weeping, and then he fainted in ecstasy. And seeing this, everyone in his home became filled with wonder. After a moment, Advaita returned to external consciousness, and he began to roar, I have brought him! I have brought my Lord! Because of my touch, the Lord left Vaikuntha and has come here! Saying this and weeping, Advaita Acharya again fell to the ground, and Sitarani, the devoted wife of Advaita Acharya, who is the mother of the worlds, she also wept with joy. Advaita Acharya's son, whose name was, although only a balak, he wept without stopping. Around them, on the four sides, all the servants of Advaita Acharya also wept. In what direction was there not weeping? And Advaita Acharya's home became filled with the bliss of love for Krishna. And then Advaita Acharya became peaceful. And after a moment, though, he suddenly again became agitated, and then he stayed in an ecstatic trance, his body rocking to and fro. And after some time, Advaita again asked Ramai Pandit, what did the Lord say to me? And Ramai answered, the Lord ordered that you at once should come. And Advaita Acharya said, please listen, O Ramai Pandit. If he proves to me that he is actually my Lord, then I will have faith in him. If he reveals his power, his opulences, and if he places his feet upon my head, then I will know that he is the Supreme Lord, the Master of my life. This is the truth. Then Ramai said, my Lord, what can I say? If I am fortunate, I will see these things with my own eyes. What you desire, that the Supreme Lord also desires. And because of you, the Supreme Lord has descended to this world. Advaita felt pleased with Ramai's words. And at that moment, he began to prepare for the auspicious journey to Sridham Mayapur, Navadip. He said to his wife, quickly and carefully make everything ready for worshipping the Lord, and then we shall go. Adwaita's devoted wife, Sitarani, knew the truth about Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, and she carefully prepared fragrances, garlands, incense, and garments, and taking with them milk and yogurt and cream and camphor and betel nuts, Adwaita Charge and his wife departed from their home to Navadvip. And as he was leaving, he issued a command to Ramai. When you return to the Lord, and when he asks about how your mission went, say, the Acharya did not come. Then I will see what my Lord says. I will go and hide in the home of Nandalacharya. But you should simply tell him, Adwaita did not come. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu is present in everyone's heart. Thus he knew the plan of Adwaita, and aware that Adwaita Charya was coming, Lord Caitanya went to Srivas Pandit's home, and by the Lord's wish, the devotees also assembled there. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu went to Srivas Pandit's home, and the Lord entered an ecstatic trance. He was so internal. His mood was so deep and internal. Everyone became silent, and everyone became anxious. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who was the master of the 30 million demigods, then began roaring. He sat upon Lord Vishnu's throne, saying, Nara has come! Nara has come! He said this again and again. Nara wants to see my supreme dominion over all. He wishes to see my opulence and power. And understanding Lord Chaitanya's hint, Nityananda Prabhu once held a chhatra. How do you translate chhatra? Umbrella or a parasol over the Lord's head. Also understanding the mood of the Lord, Gadadhar Pandit offered him betel nut and camphor, and everyone rendered service to him appropriately. Just as some devotees were reciting prayers, then Ramai arrived back from Shantipur, but he could not speak. Lord Caitanya said to Ramai, Nara has come? The Lord said, Nara wishes to test me. And he gently moved his head from side to side. He told you to test me, but now he is hiding in Nandalacharya's home. Quickly, go and bring him. With my own mouth, I will speak to him with great joy. Ramai Pandit happily went to Nandalacharya's house and told the Acharya everything. And hearing Ramai's words, Adwaita Charya floated in bliss and concluded that his plan had succeeded. He immediately walked to the house of Srivasta Kaur and entered within and stood far from Lord Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Again and again, he and his wife offered their Dandavat obeisances. Again and again, they recited prayers. Gradually, they approached closer and closer, and they gazed at the Lord's wonderful, fearless feet, which are the shelters of the universe. They saw Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, whose form was effulgent and handsome. His beauty defeated many millions of Kamadevs. His cheerful face is the master of many millions of moons, and his two splendid arms defeated golden pillars. He was decorated with splendid jewels as ornaments. The Srivatsa and the great Kastuba jewel decorated his chest. Advaitacharya gazed at Lord Chaitanya's Vaijayanti garland and his shark-shaped earrings. His splendor, his glory appeared endless, defeating millions of brilliant suns. Goddess Lakshmi serves his lotus feet. Ananta Shesha holds a chhatra. No one has the power to tell the difference between his toenails and the jewels that decorated them. Then Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu assumed a threefold bending form and began playing upon a flute. He then smiled. Advaitacharya became confused by the Lord's opulences. He began to think, where is Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu? Where are his ornaments? Where are his devotees? Advaitacharya could only see the Lord's great splendor. He could see nothing else. Advaita then saw Brahma, Shiva, Kartikeya, and all the demigods bowing down before Lord Chaitanya. He saw Narada, Sukadeva, and all the sages reciting prayers with great awe. A goddess who looked like the Ganga rode on a shark and offered Dandavat obeisances to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Advaita saw Ananta Shesha offering prayers with thousands of mouths. He saw effulgent demigods in the four directions. Turning around, Advaita saw thousands and thousands of demigods standing before the Lord's lotus feet as they recited prayers and repeated the words, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Advaita could then see Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's feet everywhere in the four directions. And gazing at all of this, all Advaitacharya could do was respectfully offer his Dandavat obeisances. And when he stood up, he beheld still more wonders. He saw many hundred hooded serpents offering prayers with raised arms and hoods. He saw elephants, swans, and horses pulling chariots in the pathway of outer space. He saw millions and millions of serpent girls offering prayers and chanting Krishna, 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 their eyes filled with tears. No place on earth or outer space was unoccupied. Advaitacharya also saw great sages offering prayers and gazing at Lord Chaitanya's glory and opulence. Advaitacharya and his wife Sitarani became filled with awe and reverence. They had not the power to say one single word. Sri Advaita Acharya stared at Mahaprabhu, and Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is supremely merciful at heart, glanced at Advaita Acharya and said, because of your desire, I descended to this world. You worshiped me many times. I was staying in the milk ocean, but when I heard your loud calls, my sleep was broken. You, unable to see the sufferings of the conditioned souls, you brought me here to deliver them. Hearing Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's words, Advaita and his wife raised their arms in the air and wept. And Advaita Acharya then spoke. He said, today my life has become fruitful. Today my desires, my birth, and my deeds have borne their fruit. Today I have directly seen your feet, whom the Vedas indirectly chant the glories of. And now that you have appeared, the suffering people of this world will be delivered. And speaking these words, Advaita Acharya floated in an ocean of spiritual love. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu in reply spoke 4 words to him. You may worship me. Accepting the Lord's order, Advaita Acharya first washed Lord Chaitanya's feet with scented water. He then anointed the Lord's lotus feet with fragrances. Dipping tulsi manjaris into sandal paste, he placed them along with arghya on the Lord's feet. He then worshipped the Lord with the 5 upacharas: fragrance, flowers, incense, lamps, and an offering of food. From Advaita Acharya's eyes streamed tears of love. He then offered a lamp with 5 flames. Again and again he bowed down, and at the end of his worship, Sri Advaita Acharya loudly called out, Jai! He then offered garlands, garments, and ornaments. Thus Advaita Acharya, who saw all through the eyes of the Shastra, worshipped the Lord. He then recited verses and offered dandavat obeisances, and the Acharya then chanted, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha, Jagadhitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namah. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Krishna, who is the worshipable deity for all Brahminical men, who is the well-wisher of cows and Brahmins, and who is always benefiting the whole world. I offer my repeated obeisances to the personality of Godhead, who is known as Krishna, who is known as Govinda. Speaking these words, Advaita Acharya offered his own respectful obeisances, and reciting many prayers from the scriptures, he continued speaking the Lord's glories. All glory to Lord Caitanya, the master of all lives. All glory to Lord Caitanya, who is an ocean of mercy. All glory to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who makes the words of his devotees true. All All glory to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead descended to this world. All glory to Lord Caitanya, whose heart is delighted by Goddess Lakshmi's beauty. All glory to Lord Caitanya, who is decorated with the Kaustuba jewel and the Srivats mark. All glory to Lord Caitanya, who reveals to the world the importance of the Hare Krishna mantra. All glory to Lord Caitanya, who enjoys his pastimes with his devotees. All glory to Lord Caitanya, who rests upon Ananta Shesha. All glory to Lord Caitanya, who is the shelter of all living entities. O Lord, you are Vishnu, you are Krishna, you are Narayan, you are Matsya, you are Kurma, you are eternal. O Lord, you are Varaha, you are Vamana. Yuga after yuga, you protect the Vedas. You kill the Rakshasas. You are the life of Sita. You gave a benediction to Guha. You delivered Ahalya. You came to this world for Prahlad's sake. And killing Hiranyakashipu, you accepted the name Nrsimha. You are the crest jewel of all the demigods. You are the king of Brahmas. You eat all the offerings in Jagannath Puri, and searching for you, the four Vedas wander from place to place, and hiding from them, you have come here. O Lord, you are very expert in hiding, and still the devotees find you, and they bring you out of your hiding place, and you have descended to this world to begin the Sankirtan movement. In the countless universes, nothing exists but you. Shiva and Parvati overcome by tasting the nectar of your lotus feet. With a single mind, Goddess Lakshmi serves your feet. With his thousands of mouths, Ananta Shesha sings the glories of your feet. Brahma always worships your feet. The Shrutis, the Smritis, the Puranas sing the glories of your feet. It was your foot that crossed beyond Satyaloka. Your foot placed the great treasure upon King Bali's head. The Ganga descended from your foot, and Lord Shiva earnestly places your feet on his own head. Advaita Charya's vast intelligence defeated many millions of Brihaspatis, and therefore Advaita Charya perfectly understood the pure and exalted position of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. And as he glorified Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's feet, Advaita Charya, in the presence of his Lord, floated in the tears flowing from his own eyes. He then fell down before the Lord, and Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the super soul in everyone's heart, placed his feet on the head of Advaita Charya. An unexplainable and great sound suddenly arose. Jai! Jai! And hearing this wonder, all the devotees became agitated, and they themselves made a great tumult by loudly and enthusiastically calling out, Hari! 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 Yes. Some devotees rolled on the ground. Okay. Some clapped their arms, hands, and some embraced each other. Haribol! And one devotee embraced another devotee. But some others embraced each other. Not very many though, but some. And thus the desires of Advaita Charja and his wife were now fulfilled. By the Lord's placing his lotus feet on their heads, they had attained their heart's desires. Then Mahaprabhu commanded Advaita, "O Nara, chant my holy names and dance." And accepting Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's order, Advaita Charja manifested different moods of devotion and danced. The charming sound of kirtan arose, and Advaita danced before Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. One moment he danced enthusiastically, at another moment he danced gracefully, and at another moment he took a blade of grass and placed it between his teeth. At another moment he ran and ran around and around in a circle, and then he fell to the ground and rolled on the earth. Another moment he sighed deeply, and then he fell unconscious. And when he heard the kirtan, he could not stay still, and he danced in ecstasy. At the end, he felt himself only a humble servant, and no one could understand his inconceivable power. Running and running, he ran to the side of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Then, all of a sudden, he saw Nityananda Prabhu, and he began knitting his eyebrows and laughing. "Oh, Nitai, it is good that you have arrived. I have not seen you for many days. And today, I will tie you up. Where will you go then?" At one moment, Advaita would speak as if he were the Lord, and another moment, he would speak as if he was intoxicated. Nityananda laughed at Advaita Charja's activities. Actually, Vrindavan Das Thakur says they were both the same person, but now they had manifested in two for the pastimes of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur says, "He is fortunate who knows that Lord Nityananda and Lord Advaita are non-different. They both descended to this world from the spiritual world. Please see their quarrels only as pastimes, as the inconceivable activities of the Supreme Lord himself. They love the Lord as Shiva and Anantashesha love him. They are both dear to Lord Krishna Chaitanya, and anyone who, not understanding their quarrels, takes sides, bowing down before one and criticizing the other, perishes." Advaita Charja then began to dance. And seeing his dancing, all the Vaishnavas became plunged in an ocean of bliss. Then Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu commanded Advaita to stop. And placing the Lord's command on his head, immediately at once, Advaita Charja stopped his dancing. The Lord then took the garland from his own neck and gave it to Advaita Charja, and laughing, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Ask for a boon. Ask for any benediction you like. Ask, ask." And hearing these words, Advaita Charja did not reply. "Ask, ask, ask," again and again, the Lord demanded. And then Advaita Charja said, "What more can I ask for? The benediction I have desired has already been attained. I have danced before you, and in this way I have attained all the desires in my heart. What more can I desire? I have directly seen you." Moving his head, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu said, It is because of you that I came here. In home after home, I will preach the Sankirtan movement, and the whole world will sing my glories, and they will dance. The kind of devotional service that Brahma, Shiva, Narad, and all the sages and demigods perform austerities to attain, I will give that devotional service away freely. This I tell you. Advaita Acharya then said, if you will give away devotional service, then please also give it to the Sudras. Give your devotional service even to the fools. Give it to all lowly beings. But those who are intoxicated with the pride of their learning, their wealth, their noble families, and their austerities, and who try to stop your devotees and your devotional service, let them burn in hell. But by your mercy, let your devotees, even down to the dog-eaters, the chandalas, let them sing your holy names and blissfully dance. And hearing Advaita Acharya's words, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu roared, I accept all you say. It will all be true. It will all be true. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur says, the whole world now witnesses the truth of these words. The Lord is indeed merciful to the lowly and to the foolish. Thus the Chandals and other lowly people sing the Lord's glories and dance, while the great Brahmins, the Bhattacharjas, the Misras, and the Chakravartis, they mock him and criticize. They may study the Shastras, they may shave their heads, but their intelligence is dead. Thus, by the power of Advaita Acharya, the whole world will attain pure love for Krishna. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur continues. He says, I bow down before the feet of all the Vaishnavas. I pray that I will not offend them. Thus, Sri Advaita Acharya and his wife Sitarani Thakur thus attained the fulfillment of their desires. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur concludes this chapter by saying, the two moons, Sri Krishna Caitanya and Sri Nityananda Prabhu, are my life and soul. And I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All glories to Sri Advaita Charja and Sitarani Thakarani. All glories to Sri Gaur Nitai. All glories to Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone say Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare